Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Tuesday, September 19th, 2023. Lance Brock here. Hope everyone is having a great morning so far on this Tuesday. I hope everyone listened to the new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic last night, talking all about last night's WWE Monday Night Raw, the main event of Dominic Mysterio versus Drew McIntyre, with the Judgment Day, or not Drew McIntyre, or yes, Drew, I messed that all up. It's early. Drew McIntyre versus Jey Uso. I keep messing everything up. Dominic Mysterio was at ringside, and the Judgment Day attacked Jey Uso. Drew McIntyre in the aisleway, looking like he wasn't sure if he wanted to go back and make the save for Jey, but instead he just chose to walk right to the back. But then Cody Owens, there I go again, messing up again. Cody Rhodes coming out to make the save because Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn had already left the arena earlier. See, my problem is because I was already thinking Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn before I actually said Cody Rhodes, so I kind of got jumbled with what I was thinking and what I was actually saying. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but that happens sometimes when I'm talking here on the podcast. I'm actually kind of thinking about what I'm going to say ahead of time in my head, and then sometimes that gets jumbled up with what I'm actually saying at the time. And that's why I sometimes stumble and jumble over over some of my words. And I know everybody's probably thinking, if you can't talk, you shouldn't probably be hosting a podcast. So Raw, I talked about this last night on 360 Wrestling Fanatic, was just kind of an okay show. For me anyway, it kind of dragged a bit. Like I said, there was one time I was thinking that it was going to be at least maybe close to the end of the show, maybe close to 11, but then I looked at what the actual time was, and it was only about 9:40 or so, maybe going on 9:45. So still over an hour of Raw left at the time. And like I said, to me, it just felt like it was going by very slow. And I don't know if I would say like never ending, but it did kind of seem that way a little bit. Like you really weren't sure if it was going to end. Of course it did, but it just felt like it kind of took forever to get there. And so that was last night's Raw. And one more thing from that, we did see the new NXT Women's Champion Becky Lynch. And still not quite sure yet what her role is going to be on NXT, if she's going to be on there a lot, or if she's just going to kind of reappear. But I do believe she is supposed to be on tonight's episode of NXT. I do believe. So last Friday night's episode of SmackDown on Fox, which featured the surprise appearance of The Rock, did a very well number. Well, did a great number, actually. I know on Pat McAfee's radio show they kind of teased it a little bit. That's actually where The Rock said that he was heading to Denver, or whatever he said. Still though, just too bad that they had to include Pat McAfee in there. I still say it would have been much better without him. Just send Austin Theory to the ring, have him cut a heel promo, have The Rock come out, and then just have them do that promo back and forth without Pat McAfee being there. Would have been, I think, more entertaining. And then, of course, you still could have kept the backstage segment with him and John Cena. John Cena saying, "Welcome home." Would have been still a very entertaining show without Pat McAfee making it worse. And that is all for this episode of 360 Wrestling, or 360 Good Morning Wrestling fans. Thank you everyone for tuning in today. Remember, if you have any questions or comments, or you can also leave your feedback for last night's Monday Night Raw right here in the comment section here on Spreaker, YouTube, or whichever podcast app or website you listen to on. And also just anything else going on in the world of pro wrestling you want to talk about right there in the comment section. Today's Tuesday, so not quite sure just yet if I will be having a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic tonight. I might not. It's probably a 50-50 chance as of right now if I will be or not. But one thing that is for sure, I will be back right here tomorrow morning for the Tuesday episode, or the Wednesday episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans, previewing tomorrow night's episode of AEW Dynamite. I don't know why I keep messing up so much this morning. Maybe I'm tired or something this morning, but for some reason it seems like I'm messing up more than I normally do. Hopefully I'll do better tomorrow morning right here on GMWF. Once again, thank you everyone for tuning in, and I will talk to everybody tomorrow morning and preview AEW Dynamite. But until then, have a great pro wrestling day.